So let's talk about confidence. So many people have trouble with confidence. Whether they don't believe they're strong enough, they don't believe they can ride well enough, they don't believe they are good enough, they don't believe they deserve to have the horse that they have, or they're going to fail the horse that they have. But that's not it. That's not confidence. Because confidence can be overwritten by desire. If you want it well enough, then you can overcome your confidence issues. There's no reason for confidence to be a boundary if you have the desire. People want to watch Coronation Street. People want to watch Emmerdale more than they want to do the thing that they want to do. They want to do that more than they want to fix the problem. Because at 7:30 at night, they're sat on the sofa watching the TV. They're not out at the barn. And people often say to me, "You're so lucky. You're so lucky that you have the confidence that you have. You're so lucky to be in the position that you're in." And that is an insult. Not because I have what I have. I'm very happy with what I have, and I'm very proud of what I have. But the fact that it was luck, that's the insult. Because when I was 15 years old, somebody said to me, they said, "That's a useless horse with a useless rider." 15 years old. That was the first horse I had started myself. It was the first time I'd taken him to a show. It was the first time I'd put myself out there to people that I respected, and I was told I was useless. I was told I was useless and that the horse was useless. And that was crushing, because I looked up to those people. I never came from wealth. I never came from money. Every day keeping a horse was a struggle. Doing all of the things that you have to do to keep a horse is a struggle. We didn't have a big disposable income that we could just throw into new bits of tack, new lessons, new equipment, new feed, new supplements, new boots, new everything. We didn't have that. It was a struggle. But I could have given up at that, but I didn't. Every day I would go to school and I would use the school computers to watch videos about horse training. I would go home and I would go straight to the yard and I would ride the horse every single night, and every single night I tried to get it better, and every single night it did. Got a little bit better. And you start off and you're thinking, how long is it going to take me? How long will it take me to get to where he's good? How long before he can turn? How long before he can stop? How long before I can ride him one-handed? And then when you start down that journey, your perception changes. You stop thinking how long is it going to take, and you start to think, how far can I go? How much can I achieve? How much can be done with this? How good can I get? And that's when fear starts to evaporate, because you don't think about the fear anymore. You start to think about your own journey, your horse's journey, and you start to think, I am good enough, because look at the progress we have made over 12 months, over 3 years, over 5 years, over 10 years. We've conquered the world in that time. People don't think about where they've come from, or they think so much about where they've come from that they can't get away from there. And that, it's about mindset. You have to have the mindset, you have to have the desire. Having the desire on its own is not enough. You might want something, but your bed's too warm. You might want something, but going out with your friends is too appealing. You might want something, but you've got a routine and you've got to get back and do this. That, you need the desire. You have to have the desire. If you don't want the thing, don't do the thing. Nobody has ever been successful overnight by accident. You look at any successful business person, actors, celebrities, business people, they all have failed. Okay, it is an insult to me when people tell me I'm lucky, because I have failed more than them. They might be double my age, but I have been kicked, I have been bucked off, I've been thrown against walls, I've been run over, I've been stood on, I've broken bones, I've dislocated shoulders, I've had 2 surgeries. But every single time I got back on the horse, and it scared the hell out of me. Because I thought, if I get hurt again, I can't provide for my family. If I get hurt again, people are going to think I'm not good enough. They're not going to pay me to do my job. If they don't pay me to do my job, I can't provide for my family. every single time there is more than the fear of pain. There is more than the fear of not being good enough. There is the fear that you cannot provide, you cannot do the thing that you were put on this earth to do. There is fear. But you have to break that fear down, you have to overcome it, you have to conquer it if you're ever going to be the best version of yourself. And sitting and crying about it is not going to help. Nobody's going to go and do it for you, nobody's going to make you better, nobody's going to give you the skills. Talent on its own is not enough. A lot of people are born with talent. I see so many people that are talented, but they can't be bothered to put the effort in to make themselves skillful enough to be unique, to be special, to be better than anybody else. The only way you can do that is by driving yourself, by pushing yourself and being the best version of yourself that you can be. And the only way you do that is desire. That overcomes confidence. There is no horse that is too scary to be ridden if you are confident enough and you have the desire enough. You push yourself. You don't have to ride it. You don't have to ride that lunatic, bronking, bucking, leaping around horse. You work at fixing the problems. You break the problems down. And then finally, when you get on the horse, you get on this mad lunatic horse that's hurt people and killed people and done all these horrible things. It doesn't buck. And you did that. You put that work in. You put that time in. And you fixed that problem. You gave that horse a better future. You know, when a huge business is founded, they don't go in with the aim of making £1 billion, $1 billion. They go in with the aim of making a profit. That profit slowly increases, and it increases, and it increases. They buy more stock, they invest, they do things so that the profit can build again and build again until eventually it's the biggest company on the planet. There are so many huge companies that started as market stalls. They started in somebody's garage. They started without any real aim to become a worldwide phenomenon, but they achieved it. Then they achieved it because they had desire and they had motivation, and you can't do it without those things. So sometimes we have to look at the thing that we want and think, do we want it badly enough that we'll sacrifice the TV, that we'll sacrifice the extra hour in bed, that we'll sacrifice the things that we think that we want but we don't really need for your mental health as much as anything else. You know, our mind will be so much healthier if we do this thing and we achieve this thing because this is the thing that we wanted for so many years. But if we don't get off the sofa, if we don't get out of bed, you're never going to achieve it. There are more experts in every field than have ever been seen. People have heard of academics, people have heard of the best actors, the best sports people, but the best of the best of the best never got heard of because somebody told them they couldn't do it, and they listened. There are people out there, and there have been people out there that were smarter than Albert Einstein. They were the fittest athlete on the planet, but they never pushed themselves. They never took the opportunity because they saw themselves as a failure because of the times that they failed. And the times that you fail are a building block to your success. The most successful people are the biggest failures. Get out of bed, get on the horse, and ride.